Everybody, welcome back inside the Monday Thursdays episode 1, 2, 4. Number 4. I did not think we were going to make it this far. I'm going to be so honest with you.
We are pushing through very
fast.
Pushing
P. More like push it. Okay.
Anyway,
welcome back, fellas. You know, we got the original guest here, Luke Lundquist.
Howdy, everybody. Good to be back.
Before I forgot this last time. How many likes to get in the ice bath again?
To do that again, that was actually probably the worst thing I've ever done. So, to be honest, what did the last ones be getting?
Like, without you?
Yeah.
Like 6 or 7?
6 or 7. I mean, if it made it to 20 for sure, I would do it again. Because that was actually torture.
If we got to 20 likes again?
If we got to 20 likes again. What did we get last time on our first one?
It was up there. It was like 25.
25?
It was up there, I think.
Well, shoot.
25 likes, Luke will get in there again?
25
likes, 30, I'll get in there again.
Bang.
God damn, what's going to happen?
Do the people love us?
I don't
know. We're going to find out shortly,
find out here.
I guess.
We have a special episode, fellas. We don't really have much topics to speak on. We have a couple. We have a few. But we have a lot of viewer questions.
That's right. We took some questions from you guys. Mitchell here put out a poll. So you guys let us know what you wanted to hear. And so our goal today, we're just going to we're going to bang them out.
You guys banging you. So what we got lined up is we got Mount Rushmore of pause moments. I think everyone that's on TikTok has seen the pause stuff. So that's Mount Rushmore for pause. Definitely got to talk about Kendrick and Drake. And then we got some questions from y'all, and that should guide us through the episode. So Luke, since you're the guest, what do you want to start with? You want to start with the Mount Rushmore, or do you want to start with
I think Mount Rushmore's a good closer. So I think
Kendrick
Drake? Yeah, sure.
Okay. We'll start off with the Kendrick Drake. So Luke here is would you say you're a Drake Glazer?
Glazer's a big word.
Would you go there?
I probably would go there. As in terms of, I think Drake is the best of all time.
Well, Drake Glaze.
Just like he's my personal favorite. I don't think he's exactly the
Look good in that
greatest
pool, daddy.
by definition. But yeah, Drake is my GOAT. I can acknowledge other people's greatness, so it's like, and I know that Drake is not technically the top dog, so it's like I'm not a Glazer in that way, but like. In terms of my favorite, yes, I would.
Keep talking.
I'd say I'm a Glazer. Anyways, we have, if you guys have been following up with the beef at all, Kendrick Lamar and Drake going back and forth, little sissy fight.
These men are both millionaires.
They are multi-millionaires arguing about,
nothing.
Just a whole lot of nonsense.
Really,
I'm thinking it's going to get pretty dirty here in a couple weeks.
Is Drake a pedophile?
I really hope that there's not some deep dirt on Drake, however.
Is he going to get the R. Kelly treatment? If
Drake gets the R. Kelly treatment, I'm so sorry to anybody that's friends with me. I'm not going to cut off his music. I will keep listening. Maybe I won't support it, so maybe, I'll stream it illegally so he's not getting my money. But separate the music.
Genuine
from the
question.
artist.
If Drake comes out as being a pedophile, will it actually do anything?
Yes.
You think so? You think how big he is now is going to matter?
Yeah, I think it matters. R. Kelly was big when he
but
Drake
is generational biggest artist in our lifetime. You think people are going to care, or they're just going to be like,
I think a lot of people will care. Well, Kanye West is kind of the same thing. People will look at you a little funny if you're like, I'm a Kanye West fan.
That's actually a good point. I didn't even think about that.
But so the thing is, do people care more about, these political topics on Kanye West or being a pedophile? And I think people
we will find out here soon.
I think they would care more about being a pedophile. I think absolutely you would get a lot of scrutiny.
I think so too, but I mean, he can't.
Too high to fall?
I can't listen to Drake behind closed doors. I can't just be closeted. His music's too good.
Be a closeted fan. I know, so it's gonna be rough. So we're hoping. Drake,
fingers crossed, Drake, please don't talk to kids.
If you're watching, if you tuned in for this episode, please tell me you didn't do that.
Drake, you didn't talk to kids, right? It's all a lie. It's all a facade.
So, we could just call it quits on the beef here if that's
the case, Drake, if that is the case, listen to me, Drizzy, Aubrey.
Listen to this guy.
If the case is that Kendrick knows you're a pedophile and the industry knows that you talk to little kids, and it's either you just take this L in the rap beef or you respond with some corny cornball pipsqueak response, and Kendrick comes back and he's like, at least I don't talk to kids. Just let it go, Drake. Take your L. Call it a day. Move on. Because you will not be able to recover from the pedophile allegations. R. Kelly's in jail.
Yeah.
And he makes good music.
Well, there you go.
He does.
I didn't say he didn't.
The Chocolate Factory is a classic, and let's not pretend like it isn't. But I understand. Pedophile can't listen to him, whatever. But
right.
Hot in the Kitchen was a banger.
Right. Okay. He did make some weird music, though.
No, looking back on it, there's a song of his, quote, "Are you ready?" That's R. Kelly.
Hurry up.
Hurry
Yeah.
up. All right. So what do you think's going to happen next? Like if you're DJ Academics,
If I was in
where
the
do you
loop
think
like that.
where do you think the beef's going?
Well, so okay.
It's like pedophile complaint.
First of all, Kendrick Lamar did drop a
Pretty good.
rather good diss track. So, I hate that people are keeping score like there's really a score. Like I don't know how it works. Some people are saying 1-0, some people are saying 2-0, some people are saying 2-1, 3-0. I don't know. I don't know how the scoring is going here. It's kind of just all over the place. Kendrick Lamar did drop a pretty good response track.
I was a hater
But
at first.
Mitchell was a hater.
I thought it was buns.
But my problem is that people are acting like
Generational.
he just ended Drake's career, which,
He didn't. Do
I
much.
have a lot of respect for Kendrick Lamar. He
I
dropped
don't.
a great track, but ending his career, really? He didn't, to me personally,
He didn't do that much though.
I don't think he said anything that was really that crazy. He's calling out his fake blackness, all sorts of stuff like that Drake's a liar. He's not a good guy.
Which
which-
very well could be true.
I don't think would be a surprise to anybody. I don't think that anybody looks at Drake as a role model, really.
No, not after Pusha
So-
T.
Right. So yeah, I don't know. They're kind of just throwing jabs.
Throwing jabs.
They're measuring out their
Their length.
their length, if you will. They're trying to see who's got what. So I don't know. I'm waiting for somebody. I think it's just going to keep going back and forth until somebody takes the hook shot,
And then it's done.
and then I think it's going to get pretty serious, pretty intense, pretty fast because they both apparently have a lot on the other person. Don't know what it is. I'm not really.
My question is it all bluff? Like, does Kendrick really have anything on Drake? Or does
Yes.
Drake really have anything on Kendrick? Or is it just a big facade of like, oh, I have this stuff, but it's like, because imagine this. Let me paint you a picture, fellas.
Let me see.
Imagine if Kendrick says all this stuff in this thing he just dropped, and none of it is like provable. Like it's all like speculation.
Right.
And then what can he come back with? What if Drake drops a diss track and he's like, all right, if you have this so much stuff on me, drop it. Like, say it and give proof. And then what if Kendrick's just like, well, double entendre, I got nothing on you.
Wow, that was.
Then what?
That was terrible. Then what? I don't think that's the way it's going to go. I think if somebody has something on the other person,
It's Kendrick to Drake.
I think Kendrick Lamar has something on Drake for sure. Viewers, let us know.
Let us know what
Who
you
do
think.
you think has more dirt on them? Like Drake is so big. Whoa, God. Sorry, guys. I just like as a celebrity, he's too big to not have something going on.
Too big?
Right? Yeah. And so I think there's got to be some bad stuff out there. I've said before, Kendrick Lamar is like the Kawhi Leonard of rap. He keeps to himself. He does what he needs to do.
Guy.
I don't think he's really like out there partying enough. Or I mean, maybe he is, and I don't know. Maybe that's what we'll find out. But I just don't think Kendrick Lamar is like that in the public eye.
I think Drake's kind of in a really. I think it's like 80-20 Drake loses this.
I'd have
Like
to
he
agree.
has to have something where it's like, damn, that's really like money wise. Has to be something
Money-wise.
money wise or like legacy wise or like you didn't even write To Pimp a Butterfly like da da da. He has to say something like that within like, but Kendrick can just be like Drake. You like little girls. You don't write your own music,
Yeah.
and you're like, whatever. And he's
That's
kind
what
of
I'm
cooked.
saying. So Drake is kind of like, I mean, he's just the projected loser just because he's so big. He's got so much
big, he's so
stuff
much
on him.
girth.
That's so much stuff that's got to be out there on him.
I agree.
And people have already said, but the thing is that people have already said a lot of these things about Drake, so it's not new.
It's not new.
But like, even if it's kind of recycled content, it's all true. So it's like, there's all this material already out there. I think it's just impossible for him to win. Unless he comes out, impossible for him to win. Unless he comes out with a big shebang, with big shaboingas, and he comes out and he says, right hook, Kendrick Lamar is something terrible. Or did something terrible. Right. Or something just so bad about his family, like his girlfriend or wife maybe would have to just be
A terrible human.
a terrible person.
Logan Paul-esque. Logan Paul Nina-esque.
Right, sure. Something like that. Like, yeah. So I think that's really the only way that Drake comes out of this alive. But
Well, we'll probably bring it up next podcast when I'm by myself because this is probably the last podcast with guests for a little bit, fellas.
hey-o. Ian will be here next
Ian
week.
willing to be. I'll probably get Ian on here one time. Ian, and I'll probably do a little Zoom maybe if we're feeling frisky.
A Zoom
If we're feeling
podcast.
frisky. Do a little.
If the people want it,
If people want it, leave a like, leave a comment.
Zoom in Ryan. I think
could
Ryan
Zoom
would be
Ryan.
a good little podcast guest.
Worst case scenario, we just wait and I do a little solo, lose more questions,
True that.
or I could always just. I don't know.
We can
Let me
do
know what you
like-
think, fellas.
We can do like TikToks where I'll be like, Hey everybody, it's Luke here, and we've been getting this question a lot.
Yeah, Luke can get the TikToks going. Fun fact: people still think this is like our podcast.
Yeah, and it is.
It is indeed our podcast. Like me and Luke are together cohorting in this, but I think it's so funny because the first podcast, a lot of people text me, they're like, "Man, Luke's podcast is really good," and I was like, "Luke's podcast is really good."
And I really appreciate you guys for that. Thank you for all the love and support.
That's why he's back on.
I feel as if I own this podcast. This is mine.
This is Luke's.
But no, it is Mitchell's.
It's really,
I'm here for
it's kind
fun.
of a joint.
But if the people want it to be mine,
if the people want him to be at every single episode, we will get him on.
I can always just be sitting here in the corner.
I'm a man of the people.
Interject.
I'm a man of the people. I'm not stubborn. If people want it, numbers don't lie. And all I'm saying is Luke gets numbers.
Well, it was also our first one, so it's like, does he really get numbers, or was it just?
Guess we're about to find out.
Guess we're gonna find
out here. All right, let's segue. We'll segue. Last podcast, I talked
Smooth.
about my ping. My ping.
My ping?
I can't say that. My king.
Oh,
LeBron,
no.
Ramon James, and he lost. He lost. This question is actually, we're getting the questions after this.
Oh, okay.
Question comes in from Michael. Michael, Robert Rendon. I'll read it verbatim. He just says, loss. LeBron loss. Is Michael's question. How do I feel about it? God, it's hurt. It hurts. Hurts a lot. You know, it's just the fact that he shouldn't have lost. He should have at least they should have won game 2. Should have won game 1. And really should have won this last game. But Darvin Ham is literally doesn't know how to coach basketball. And they refuse to double team Jamal Murray. Like, if you told me Jamal Murray's going to get the ball with 10 seconds left, what's going to happen? I mean, Are we stupid? He's going to make it. He does it to him every year.
Yep.
Like the Nuggets
did it to him already this year.
He already did it to him again this year, like twice in the same series. And Darvin Ham just standing there.
He'll be all
just
right.
Looking there, just like, yeah, we'll leave Taurean Prince on him. Like, Taurean Prince? Are we kidding? Darvin? You have no one really that's good at defensive side. I guess LeBron, but like my Pookie would not. He would have blocked the shot or something.
Oh, right.
Like my Pookie would have done something. But what do you think? What are your thoughts? Like Drake, like Luke is a Drake Glazer. Let's say it like it is.
Okay.
Can you own that?
If you're comparing me and Drake to you and LeBron,
not even close.
I'm not quite there.
No, I will say I glaze LeBron on a regular daily basis.
Right. So, yeah, it's something like I don't even know, but Mitchell's a pretty.
We'll say this.
Some tiers above me.
Luke like glazes like he's like tier 1, tier 2 glaze.
Sure.
Tier 2 glaze of Drake. Like every now and then he'll like glaze Drake, but I think I'm like a level 5 maximum LeBron glazer.
Wow.
Like
Mitchell's two-handed it.
Like two-handed it, full fist, like
wow.
Fully
Twisting.
in there LeBron James fan.
Right.
Luke not so much.
I love LeBron James.
Not the same amount.
I think that he is a great person. He's a great basketball player.
Great influence.
I think he is the best basketball player ever. I will put that out there. I know some people are going to disagree, but you know what?
And if you disagree, you don't know basketball.
All right. Well, that is true. So, you know, it was hard for me to watch. You know, I know he's getting older, so it takes a little bit of the sting away in the terms of, like, he should be doing more. So it's like I don't watch the games and be like, this is LeBron's fault. He's putting up numbers. He's doing his job. He's dang near 40 years old. He's doing more than 99% of players in the league. So I can't be upset at him in that front. But, you know, it is upsetting. You're watching the king fall. Not his fault.
It's not his fault.
You know he's getting there in age. You know his time is coming. So it's weird to watch when you know the days are limited.
My thing about it is, like, people will still somehow hate when the dude is almost 40. Like, what else is he supposed to do? At this point in his career, realistically, if we're being honest, he should be third option.
Right.
For a normal mid player, he should be out of the league. But for, like, LeBron standards, he should be second option in the playoffs, third option regular season. He is the number one option on that team for the past however long he's been there. The Lakers have failed getting him a third option. They have Anthony Davis, but Anthony Davis can't stay healthy for one. Anthony Davis, besides like game 3, whenever he literally did not miss a shot, which they still lost, by the way. Let's keep that in mind. They still lost that game, which is insane. There's no one else. D'Angelo Russell's inconsistent. Don't even get me started on Austin Reeves. Oh my God.
White boy can hoop.
That dude stinks. Taurean, like they don't have anyone else besides LeBron to do anything. Rui Hachimura? That's even worse. Like, it's just, like I said this last podcast, if you gave LeBron a third option scorer that's just pure scorer dominant, no defense, Trae Young-esque, they are winning that series. he cannot go 40 minutes and do that every single game at the age of 39.
The ripe age.
He's like, people forget that dude's been in the league longer than I have been alive. Ever since I have been breathing air on this earth, LeBron James has been a top 10 player in the NBA.
That is crazy, and that's what I say too. I've never seen a season
without him being great.
Without LeBron James being top 10.
Never had a career-ending injury. Never missed a season. Like, all their greats have missed at least one season. LeBron has never missed a season. Ever.
Right.
Ever.
6 rings, though.
I don't give a fuck. Like, Jordan played against, like, dudes were part-time. Mark Price was giving Michael Jordan problems. Mark Price would literally be Dante DiVincenzo in today's NBA.
There you go.
Like, and he was giving him Isaiah Thomas wasn't even 6 foot, and he was giving the Jordan rules were just making Jordan go left. I mean, when are we going to get over this? That Jordan has 6 rings? I don't care.
I don't know.
He was playing against bums.
There you go.
And you can type in your comment, oh, but LeBron lost so many times in the final. So would you rather if him have never gotten to the finals and just say, nah, you know what? I don't want this to look bad on my record. Jordan lost 4 times in the first round. LeBron has never lost in the lost
twice.
Before last year. He had never lost in the first round of his entire career.
Now he's back to back in it.
And now he's back to back in it. And there was also a point in his career where he did not miss the finals. From the point of like 2013 to 2017 or 18, dude did not miss the finals 1 year.
Is that true? Is that right?
That is right.
No way.
Yes, because he did when he first went to the Heat. He went Heat lost to Mavericks.
Right, lost Mavericks.
I'll take that one. Beat OKC. Beat San Antonio. Lost to San Antonio.
OKC made it to the finals.
Yeah, with Russell Westbrook and KD.
No way.
Yep.
I did not know that.
Lost to San Antonio. Went back to Cleveland. Lost to Golden State. Came back 3-1 on Golden State. Lost to Golden State with Kevin Durant.
Dang.
And then lost again the next year whenever Kyrie left. That is quick maths, fellas.
I don't know. I wasn't counting.
8
years? 8 years.
Had to count on my hands. 8 years.
From 2013 to 2018?
Yes. He was
5
in the
years.
finals every year.
So sorry.
What?
So sorry to our viewers.
Is that not 8 years?
2013, 8 years would be 2021.
Oh, fuck.
Well, we're close. Don't worry, that's why I'm here.
Thank you, Luke. It does not matter. The fact that he was in the finals that many times in a row, doesn't matter if he won or lost. He won what? 3?
I don't know.
3
Something like
championships in that span, and then he won another one with the Lakers, dude.
Bubble ring.
Yeah, the bubble ring. That's what we're going.
I'm just kidding.
That's what we're going. That was probably the most hardest basketball that's ever been played in the NBA. There was no home court advantage. There was no families. Dude was just hooping.
Yep.
That's why the Heat won. That's why the Heat got in there. All these young teams, like, they were just ISO and, let me show you this. Let me show you my ISO move.
Wow. That's what happened.
That's what happened. These young bulls are trying to just show all these, let me show you my hesitation. Instead of playing team basketball. That's why LeBron's the GOAT. I don't even care about them. They fucking lost, whatever. Dude's like 70, and he's the number 1 scorer on an NBA team. He's my GOAT. He's my Pookie, whatever. Shut your face. Jordan has 6 rings. I don't care. So is Robert Horry your GOAT? Fucking idiot. All right, let's transition.
Let them know. Well, we are sorry to any Michael Jordan.
No, I'm not. If you like Michael Jordan, fucking click off. I don't give a shit.
All right,
dislike the fucking video. All right, let's get into the questions here, fellas. So, do you want to start off with? I'm riled up. That made me mad. Let me calm down here, fellas.
That's fair enough. No,
Let me calm down here, fellas.
Okay. Take a breath.
It's okay. LeBron's my Pookie anyway. All right.
Your sunshine?
My sunshine, my Pookie. He makes everything better. He's also just such a great role model off the court. Like, Jordan was gambling. LeBron's son is about to be in the NBA and about to play together. What's Jordan's son doing? Oh, fucking his ex-teammate. That's what I fucking thought. He's married to Liza Pippen. Get help, Michael Jordan's son. LeBron's son is literally...
What about Anthony Edwards, Michael Jordan's son?
That is Michael Jordan's son.
It has to be.
That probably is.
Actually has to be.
It actually probably is.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
That is
side-by-side picture.
That is side-by-side picture. And he's just in a video. Okay, let's go with people's questions first. Oh, hold on. First, we have some from Sophia. Why are you Sigma?
I was born this way, Sophia, and I will continue to live this way. Go for it.
I would say why I'm Sigma. I'll give a more in-depth answer. I'm trying to hold on. I'm trying to make this not. There we go. Okay. I think I'm Sigma just for the pure fact that, like, I'm just like down to earth, you know? Like,
that's not how that works.
That's actually not how that works. That's not exactly. I don't know. Sigma's just like a mindset. Like, you can be Sigma in any walk of life. It's like you don't have to be Sigma. You just are Sigma. Like, there's no like way to like either you're born Sigma or you're not Sigma. It's like
right.
There's not really a way. It's like, do you look smacks? Like, do you edge? Do you?
I mean, wow.
Do you chuggy bone smash? Like all that stuff makes
Holy cow. We're sorry to the viewers that aren't on TikTok and have no idea what any of these words mean, because that was gibberish to the normal person.
to the normal eye or the normal ear. That is pretty crazy.
That made no sense.
That was pretty bad. Okay, that was Sophia's question. Why are we Sigma? We answered that one. Okay, this one's coming from Ryan. Biggest regret from high school?
From high school?
Yeah.
I really don't know. I don't regret a whole lot. Maybe, just playing all the sports, just getting out. Oh, I was never really like involved in anything. Like I have friends, guys. Trust me, I do. But like, just no organizations, no clubs, nothing outside of school really, and not all the sports. So if I went back, I would definitely do that.
I think for me, I have like 3 or 4. Not really. Like
Wow.
3 maybe. Not that big. 1, I definitely take it more seriously. For
Okay,
show.
that's
I would
fair.
go back in time and be like, okay, just you don't have to try, but just like don't
Not try.
dick off and just
There you go.
not do anything and then just be an idiot. Like I would at least give it like 80% of my effort. Not 100%. I'm not a sweat. I'm also not cool either. But like 100%, I wouldn't give it 100. I would give it 85, 90% of my effort. It's not that hard. High school's not that hard, guys. If you go to class, do your homework, you're going to get an A. I see that now being in college when you actually have to try sometimes.
There you go.
That's one. Another one is I'd probably join football sooner. I joined
Okay.
football. I was a junior when I joined
Yep.
football. I wish I joined in my freshman year because for one, I think I would have had more friends that were like friends through high school. Because I had friends in high school, but they were not like, we kind of would fluctuate groups.
Yeah.
You would like go each year, I'd have a different friend group. I think if I would join football, and then I joined football, and then I kind of met my friends that I'd be with until
Dang.
I graduated. But if I joined it sooner, for one, I would have gotten bigger sooner.
Okay. All right.
Let's just let that one pause there for a second,
that's
fellas.
What you wanted to
I would
do.
have gained more muscle quicker for
There you
one.
go.
I would have probably learned more discipline earlier because it took me a long time to learn discipline, even until I was like probably like 20-ish, 2019, 2021-ish, until I really learned real discipline, like real getting up, doing what you have to do type of discipline.
See, but I feel like I learned that, and then
Lost it.
I went to college, and it's out the window.
That's fair.
I feel like I'm disciplined, maybe, I don't know. I don't like to wake up early.
No.
I will never do this stupid ice bath.
Until we get 25 likes.
Unless we reach a like goal. I would
25
never
likes,
do
fellas.
that for the sake of being disciplined. Eating healthy, I guess I can, but like, why would I want to? I don't know. Discipline is fun, but it's not for me all the time.
All the time. That's fair. I mean, that's fair. I mean, I'm not saying everybody needs to be super disciplined. Like Luke's disciplined in his own way. Like
Right.
he's more disciplined with school than I am. Other things in his life that I am not as disciplined with that he is more disciplined with. It's just there's a different level of it. But I think that a lot of that did come from football.
Yeah.
Because like nobody wanted to wake up at 5. But yeah, I would have probably joined sooner because I probably would have built better habits. And
true.
3, probably wouldn't have taken it so seriously. I think
What?
that
I thought you just said.
no,
you wish you did
not
take
like
it
not like
seriously.
school, but
Oh,
like
like
the
just-
social aspect.
Okay.
And like the
Getting yourself out there.
Getting myself out there. But like, dude, it's not like even now, it's like in anything in life, unless you like are at a job you're gonna stick with for your life.
Yeah.
Even now, if I put myself out there more, it's not gonna matter. There's like 40,000 people that go to tech.
Yep.
If I say hi to one dude at like the sub that I think has like a cool shirt or something, that's not gonna ruin my life. Like I think in high school it was like so
You feel like it would.
condensed. You feel like it's going to ruin your life. It's condensed. Everything is condensed. But in reality, I don't talk to anyone from Anderson besides like you, Jason, Ryan. Like besides that, no one I don't talk to anyone that goes to Anderson.
Right.
Do you? Besides Lawson. I guess there's
Well,
Lawson
I
and
mean,
Jay.
yeah, I do.
But like
A lot
your
of my
friends. Yeah, but like people that are not your friends, do you ever?
Okay, well, who do you talk to that's not your friend?
No, I mean, like,
anyway?
do you ever like see, like, do you ever like care about what they are
Oh,
doing?
I mean,
or
I
think
don't know.
of?
Sometimes I'm curious. Like, hey, what are
No,
they
yeah,
up
like
to
curious.
right
But like,
now?
do you care what they think about you, like what you're doing?
Sometimes, yeah. I care about my public image, so sometimes I
See,
do,
me and Luke
but-
are different. I could give less of a fuck about what
Right.
people at Anderson thought about me
Yeah.
because I'm
That's
pretty
fair.
sure half of the school just don't fuck with me, and that's game. Game is game.
Game is game.
And that's just how it is. But also, it's like that doesn't affect my day to day life. Like I'm not like sitting in the living room like, God, like so and so doesn't like me. What the fuck am I gonna do? It's kind of just like you move on with your life. It's
Fair
it's
enough.
it's a part of your life. It was a part of my life. High school was a part of my life, but it's not my life now.
There
So
you go.
I would go back and tell myself like, okay, you're gonna fuck up, but does it really matter? As long as you kind of just evolve as a human and you evolve in life, it doesn't matter what you do.
There you go.
Now, if you fuck
Amen.
up later in life, that's a different story.
Starts to matter a little
Starts
bit
to
more
matter a
when
little
you
bit
get
more
older
when you get
and
older.
You get, just you have to act certain ways.
You have to ask someone. But I think in the moment, I would probably go back and be like, it's not that serious.
Yeah.
Anything else on that front, Luke?
Regrets?
regret?
Excuse me.
Regret?
No regards. No, not really. That was pretty much it. I think I was, just putting myself out there. That was pretty much all I really wanted to do more of.
Fair enough. Okay. Hold on, let me screenshot this real quick. Okay.
Bye.
Next is coming in from Michael. This is just a Luke-only question.
Luke only.
Thoughts on Siege, the game itself?
Why is this for me only?
Because
You
I already
play?
answered this last
Oh,
time.
okay.
Thoughts on Siege and your favorite operators? We'll do
My
one offense, one
thoughts-
defense.
My thoughts on Siege. A really fun game. I love it 1 out of 5 times I play it
That's fair.
because, man, does it get me started.
Woohoo! Get
The
it started.
The skill gap is just way too high for me. I don't really. Okay, first of all, I don't have the patience to play like how you should. I'm a Call of Duty guy at heart, right? So I like to run, I like to sprint, I like to run and gun, not think about it, just turn the brain off and shoot. And that's what I'm good at. But unfortunately, when you put me in a game where it's like, hey, you need to drone, which is you
Oh
need
my
to
God,
go-
the worst thing ever.
you need to go around the map and survey and scan, and you have to think and you have to listen and you have to like I said, think about the plays that you're going to make, that the other people are going to make. There is a cat on the roof. Sorry.
That is
That
so tough. Fellas, I wish y'all could see this. There is a cat. You know what? No, this
Can you do it?
causes-
Can you do it?
Fellas.
Wait, hold on. How do we get it to?
Oh, you can see it. No, you can't. Oh, you see it. You see the cat. Fellas, the cat is on the roof.
This is incredible. And
Why? And it's gone.
There it goes.
Okay.
But that was. Oh, wait. Can you get a little thing of the sleeping cat there? That is our cat Pebbles. She is snoozing right there. Okay. Yeah. So the attention span really is not there for me to play Rainbow Six Siege. So I don't like it in that sense. It's a super creative game though, and it's really not like anything else that I've played. Well, okay. I guess it's a lot like other games that I've played in the terms of the fact that there's a bomb and
The bomb, you
know,
shoot people
you
at
have-
it.
Right. But no, I don't know. I don't really have the attention span for it. I'm not very good at it. I don't like to think about what I'm doing. But I do have fun playing the game every once in a while when I'm not getting smoked on. Okay.
Which is not a lot.
Which is what?
Like, we get smoked
I
on a
don't
good
not
amount.
get smoked a lot. So, yeah, it's fun 1 every 5 times I play it. The other 4, I somehow die to a one-shot headshot.
I don't want to fucking
I
break
need it out of the
something.
game because I have no chance.
No
Favorite
chance.
operators on offense. Lately I've been running a lot of Ash because I like that run and gun style where I can be a little bit quicker. I can be a little bit faster. I can maneuver, open up walls, peek in, bang bang, get them down. Whenever I have to play smart and actually think about what I'm doing, I like to play Zero. Zero is my hero.
Underrated operator, I think.
For sure. I like how I say that after I said I hate droning, because his whole thing is he shoots cameras. But I love
I'm
his
going to
gun.
piggyback off that in a second.
Okay, I love his gun. They took the sight away from him that I really liked, so I pick him a little bit less now. But I just think his utility is too good to not
There we go.
acknowledge him at all.
I will
And
say
he's a
this.
3-speed.
I will say this. My point of view of how I play Rainbow is I'm not good. Let's just be frank. I'll say this. I'm not good in the lobbies that I play with Ryan, Ian, and Michael. When I play with lobbies by myself, I'm pretty decent at the game.
There you go.
So whenever I'm playing by myself, I can use like Grim, Sledge, all of like the actual ops that I enjoy playing. But when I'm with Ryan, Michael, and them, I know I'm gonna die with him. Probably like I'll probably get like 2 kills, 5 deaths, realistically on like an average game. So how can I help the team better when I'm dead? Zero cams, Vault cams,
Right, yep.
Legion, stuff of that sort. That's like even that cat is
Even
still there.
after you
Even
die.
after you die. So like I play the game when I play with Ryan and Michael and them differently than I do by myself.
Absolutely.
Because when I'm playing by myself, I'm usually probably top 2 in the leaderboard
Yep.
because the lobbies I put with are not as good as Ian and Michael's. But when I put by myself, I have to be more intel based because I know I'm gonna die. It's
Be the
just
other way
it's just
around,
gonna
but
happen.
yes.
So I got to help the team out somehow.
Right. There you go.
So what
I
about,
agree with that. I'm kind of like the same. Defense, I like to play Valkyrie because I do die a lot. I stink, but I still want to feel useful to
Yep.
the team. So when I die, I know my role is get call-outs, get information on the other team. That wouldn't be my first pick, however, to
hot take.
play. I am a big Azami fan.
Ooh.
I love her ability to survive. Her survivability, as you will. Her gadget is very useful. Her little kunai knives that turn into big gray things. They're like little panels that they can't really shoot through. It helps me a lot because I have terrible positioning. So I can just throw them down there and boom, I'm safe.
He's chilling.
So I really like that. I really like her gun as well. I feel like it does me well. Have I said well enough? I don't know.
Any other defenders that you go to?
Defenders that I like, I've been playing a lot of smoke recently.
I have 2. I will say, do you use shotgun or do you use
I do use a shotgun because
are
my
one and
aim
the
is
same.
not good.
That's fair.
You say we are one and the same?
We are
or
one and the
not
same. No, we are
Yeah.
one and the same.
My aim is not good. I'm not going to get headshots on these guys like they will on me.
Nope.
So I'm going to smoke them, and I'm going to hit a little boom, shotgun peek, poof, get them.
Done.
Hopefully.
Done.
Yep.
That's not a game. That's game right there.
So those are probably my top 2 for
Props.
offense and defense, I guess. Yeah.
Well, Michael, there's your question. All right,
There
we'll
you go,
segue.
Mike.
segue.
When I get this PC setup going,
Oh,
you guys will find out
baby.
shortly why I say I'm not good.
Why isn't I'm not gonna say he's not good, but there are some clips that Luke sent me that I think are hilarious.
Yeah, maybe it'll be different with a mouse and keyboard.
It is 100% different because you just have more like ability to move. Like even like on console, you can't move. Like you
I think it's
cannot
more the
move
aim.
as much, and the aim as well. I agree, but I think a big one's aim. I think aim's one of movements too. You can't move as much
true.
on console. Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll segue. So this is coming in from Sam. Shout out Sam. Go subscribe to him on Twitch.
Shout out Sam. Never met him.
Never met him really?
I don't think so.
You know you
Oh,
have
maybe
met
I
him.
have, maybe
you
I
have,
have.
you have met him at Julius that one time.
There we go.
There you go. Shout out Sam. Okay.
Shout out to you, Sam.
Favorite COVID memory?
Favorite COVID memory? Boy, oh boy, there are a lot actually.
Or a good amount.
I got my lovely girlfriend during COVID. We used to, just go and hang out. That was probably number 1.
Go and hang with the fellas. Or just,
Yep. Well,
just go hang. Not
just
not
go
with the
hang.
fellas.
I also like to. I used to like to go to the field, throw the football,
Anderson
have
Field
some
was
fun
dead- was
outside.
deadly.
So that was also usually pretty fun. And then number 3, playing Warzone. I could just sit on my Xbox for hours. Trust me, I'm cool. Once again, I'm cool and I have
This
friends.
guy's cool and he goes outside.
yes.
I've seen it happen.
But I could play Call of Duty Warzone with Jake and Gavin Nebrat. Shout out to Gav Brat, Lil
What a guy.
something.
I've seen some of
And-
y'all's clips. They're pretty bad.
And also Lawson Bickerstaff
Shout out Lawson.
started playing with us late in that time. But I just, every night from about 7 to 9:30,
You and
the
I,
3 of us would just play some Call of Duty Warzone and get after it.
we have your energy. I don't know where that came
We
from.
had that chemistry. We were inseparable.
There
All
it is. Up there. Okay.
What are your memories here?
Mine. Oh man. Okay. Well, one, I think I started streaming really pretty heavy during COVID.
Okay.
Definitely, probably core memory for me up there is streaming with the fellas. It was like me, Ryan, Ian, Michael, Jason. Did I say Michael twice?
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't think so.
it's the fellas. We would all play Fortnite, some Rainbow, a lot of Fortnite, and I think that's probably my core memory because I can go back and look at them. I have all the clips,
That's true.
so every now and then I'll go look at that. Definitely like 2K up there with playing Ralph and Jason up there. There's a screenshot on my phone where it's like only a global pandemic would ever make this happen. It was all of us in a party, and I think after
That's true.
COVID, we have never all been in a party again. So that was nice that we got that little time to be with the gang. Definitely going to the field was up there. The Anderson Field and throwing the football. There was a basketball rooftop court that looked over 360 Bridge in Austin where we would go, and we would just play basketball. We would go hang out, and I could only see like a couple people. Like I could only see Jason. I could only see like Ryan and all them. So we would kind of just meet up at spots. So I think streaming was up there, and definitely the courts. And that's going to segue to my next question from Sam.
Actually, I want to interject
Oh,
really
go ahead.
quick.
Go ahead, man.
But while we're mid segue, I was thinking of video games. I played so much Destiny 2 during that time with my friend Omar.
Omar Duran.
No,
Oh.
not Omar Duran. Omar Igehan Osifo.
Woo!
From the middle school days, we used to play Destiny every single day. I think
was
for
grinding
3
it?
months. So
I've
that was
never
another
gotten into
memory there.
Destiny myself. You think I like it or no?
If you play with like me and friends, it's fun because everything you do with people.
Oh.
But it's not fun
I'll take.
in the terms of like there are like if you really want to take it to that next step, which you wouldn't. I don't really like to do that, but like you just redo the same stuff over and over,
Oh.
and it can get a little meticulous and boring, as
Big
they
word.
say. Right? Yeah, I'm in college, by the way. So
Big word.
Sorry. Continue
Anyway,
your
no,
segue.
you're okay.
Destiny 2, if you haven't done it, play it.
Play
The
it, give it a
final
shot.
shape is coming out. I'm plugging Destiny 2. Bungie, give me some money for that. Because a lot of our viewers, I know you guys are going to go right to it. So I appreciate it.
I will unfortunately not be going to that, but who knows? Maybe.
I think you will.
I think I will if we get a sponsorship. Okay, next one. So Sam also asked, "What is your favorite part about streaming?" So, fellas, if you're watching this podcast, you know that I stream. I don't stream as much, probably like once, like every couple months. I used to stream a lot on Twitch. I used to do Twitch streaming. So my favorite part about it probably is just, for one, like the memories you get because you can clip stuff. So that's probably one. Two, you get to not meet people, but there's a lot of people that I've met through streaming that are like not my friends, but every time I stream, they'll join, and it'll be nice to catch up with them. Just to know that you have like a little community, even though it's not huge. There's a point where I had like probably 5 or 6 people that would come in consistently, like that would come in every stream, no matter what. Let's pop in, say what's up, and yeah. So I think my favorite part is just having a little community, even though you're not the hugest streamer.
Right.
It's still nice to have the biggest community,
And that
or like
makes
a little
it
big community.
a little bit nicer in that sense of the fact because you have your tight-knit people that
get
you
your
can
little
look and you can look in the chat and you say, hey, I know these 4 guys, these 5 guys or girls, and you just
Lexi?
chit-chat back and forth.
Chit chat. Hot take. I think if I kept streaming, I would have gotten pretty big. Not huge,
don't know.
not
I
like
couldn't tell you.
not like Kaisa Nat big, but I think I would have gotten to a point where like I'd probably be pulling in a couple hundred viewers
There you go.
because I was at the point where I was getting probably 8 or 9, and this was like 4 years ago. So I think if I kept streaming every day,
That's
like the way I was
word
doing
on the
it,
street is it takes the longest to get those like first 10.
Yep.
And then after that, slowly.
biggest
starts
regret
to-
from COVID. Biggest regret is probably I stopped streaming. That sucked. I'll probably get back into it this summer because I'm gonna have nothing to do.
There you go.
But I do say streaming was fun. I'll probably get back into it. I just didn't. I got burnt out of Fortnite and burnt out of
Couldn't think
Fortnite.
anything else to stream?
And there was really nothing else to do. I think that was also when I was kind of transitioning out of COVID where you could go do stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was like, well, do I want to sit here and stream by myself or do I want to go outside? You know? So I think it kind of, if there was a game I enjoyed, I think now I could stream a lot more because we play Rainbow every night. But it's just kind of hard to stream when you don't have any viewers anymore. But
There you go.
to be fair, it's still fun. So I think biggest regret, different question, my own question, it's just probably quitting streaming or not streaming as much. Okay.
I'm not a streamer, but if I was, my favorite part, I can talk a lot. So I would love to just.
We can yap.
I would love to just talk about nothing to even anybody. So there you go.
There is a.
Thank you for the question, Sam. Those were 2
Oh,
bangers.
there's one more.
Oh, wait. No, he has a third one.
There's
Okay.
one more. I think this is just for me because Luke is not of age. Favorite beer.
Okay. I've never had beer, so
Luke's not a beer guy.
I'm 20 years old, guys. I don't drink, can't drink, never have.
Never once, ever.
No.
Ever,
so-
ever. Ever.
Root beer.
Root beer is Luke's. Root beer in a
the
cowboy mug.
day.
Root beer to cowboy mug. Okay, for me, man, when I first started drinking, I used to be a big Michelob. No, hot take. Used to be a big Dos Equis fella. Big Dos Equis with the lime. I don't know what it was. It was just, it wasn't bad. It was the first. It was the first beer I had where I was like, God, this is not disgusting. Then I kind of grew out of that, and it started to really not be good. And then I kind of drifted away from beer. I kind of went to more seltzers, more mixed drinks, big mixed drinks guy. And I've kind of come full circle. Now I'm a big Michelob guy. Think it's just easy to drink, goes down pretty smooth. Doesn't really taste like beer. It kind of tastes like a watered down water kind of deal. You know, it's easy to drink. If I have to drink beer, I would drink Michelob. I'm not a big beer guy myself though. But if I had to, I'd go Michelob. I think if I had to pick a drink that I could only drink, if you're telling me to go out, pick a drink, man, probably like a vodka Sprite or like a vodka root beer or something. Just something like vodka with some sort of soda to kind of mask it is always a go-to. Vodka Red Bull if I'm really trying to get crazy. It's one of those nights the fellas are
You're
like
feeling it?
Like 4th of July, hammering vodka Red Bulls.
Wow.
That's what we're doing. That's the goal.
There you go.
But like on like a normal, like if we're just chilling at the house, just sipping, little vodka, little mixed vodka, nothing crazy. Not trying to do too much craziness. Okay, transitioning. Next question is from Donovan. He said,
Donovan, never met him.
Never met Donovan, but shout out Donovan. Hope he's doing well. You win $500 million. What are you doing with that?
Wait, how much?
$500 million. We'll do this. We'll do some parameters. We'll do 2 purchases. That you would think would kind of roughly estimate around $500 million.
Okay. 2 purchases that equal $500 million?
Yeah, like
I
around
don't even
there.
think I could think of anything like that. A house?
Okay,
That's
or like
$100 million at the most.
That's true.
You cannot, Mitchell, there's not many houses that
That's
are more
true.
than that.
That's true.
So I would buy a really cool house. I would buy a really cool car.
What car?
I'm a really big Lamborghini fan. I just, I don't feel like I'm really like that flaunty, but like I've always like, as a kid you've always dreamed of having it. So it's like if I was an
KSI?
adult, sure, I would love to have one.
Okay. Anything else? I think we talked about this in the first podcast.
I would probably get a new Xbox because mine is
That's
really
so
old
funny.
from 2013 or 2014.
funny.
First gen, first released Xbox original. Does not really hold up very well anymore.
No.
So.
I'm not surprised. Okay, for me.
And donate a lot.
And
There you
donate a
go.
lot. Yeah.
For charity.
Yeah. Definitely buying a house in like a super nice island. Like buying an island and then getting a boat to take me to
Oh.
that island and then getting a house on the island.
Okay.
Like Epstein, but not Epstein.
What?
And then have like the fellas pull up. That's probably one.
Okay.
Definitely get a house in Austin. Super nice house in Austin. Probably get a house everywhere I would want to visit. So like Chicago, get a house. Montana, get a house. Austin, get a house. California, get a house. New York, get a house. All of the places I would like to visit, get a really nice house.
I was going to say that. I would get multiple, probably.
Definitely.
$500 million. That's so much money.
Definitely travel. Everywhere I wanted to go, I probably pay for people to come with me.
Yep.
Pay for all the fellas to go on go on adventures, whatever. Materialistic things, probably get a new car. Probably get a Bronco. Probably get a nice ass setup, like a huge setup, podcast
6
room,
monitors.
6 monitors, all that, all the nonsense, and probably just buy things, like upgrade things I own, like house,
go.
upgrade it, car, upgrade it, computer, upgrade it, stuff like that. I probably upgrade it, but I think the biggest one is buy a house in every city I want to go to, and then travel with the fellas,
There you go.
and
Just
put
still
$1 million on black in Vegas.
There you go. Just have to do it.
Go in Vegas, just $1 million, put it on black. Hope you win it. And if you win it, game is game. Okay. Next question's coming in from Callie.
Callie Owen, shout
Callie,
out
shout
to
out.
her. This is Jake's sister.
This is Jake's
for
sister.
Those viewers who don't
Everyone
know.
that does not know. What? Okay. How good do you think Tech football will be this year?
On a scale of 1 to 10,
Like wins wise, like how
wins wise, money wise.
Money
How many
wise.
games were there?
Man,
12?
I could not tell you. Let's just say this: are we going to make the bowl? Is it going to be a good bowl?
I think we'll make the bowl. I think it's going to be another kind of not the greatest bowl. I think it's going to be one of those where you've never heard of it, but we'll be there.
We will show up.
I don't know how good we're going to do.
Money wise.
I think, we're just I don't know what the problem is. I don't want to downplay our team. Maybe they can surprise me. Maybe we
do
can
have a
go
5-star
far.
receiver.
We have a 5-star receiver, but how many stars is our quarterback? I don't know. And how many stars is our offensive coordinator? I also don't know because if we run screens, I just don't know how far he's going to get. Maybe we had really bad receivers and we just didn't know, so they had to game plan for bad receivers.
Who knows?
I don't know.
I doubt
I'm
it.
hoping that we are better than last year. That's for sure. If we lose to Wyoming again,
Oh man,
I'm leaving school forever.
nothing will be worse than that. That was really bad.
Yep.
That was really upsetting.
Scored 27 points in the first quarter and did not score.
Good
the
news
rest
is
of the
Tyler
game.
Shuck's gone. The bad man's gone. Tyler Shuck's gone.
Yep.
That's the good thing. Okay.
Tyler, if you're watching this, we're sorry.
I'm not. He is. I'm not. Let's just say this. If it's me, I'm going to be optimistic. I think the Big 12 stinks now.
Big 12 does stink, but
Stinks is okay. Let me not say stinks. Not as good as it's been in the
right,
past.
a little bit less strong.
A little bit less strong. I think the best team is probably Arizona right now. I think if I had to put money on it, Arizona maybe. I'm not putting Colorado up there. I think they're frauds.
I don't know.
Arizona, Colorado, maybe. I think Tech's probably like 3 or 4 or 5, like in that little middle, like upper middle-ish range. So I think realistically, I think we'll probably it's high end. We're going to win the Big 12. High end. I'm talking about like
What's always the high end there?
high end, like
Yep.
pretty unrealistic, but like I think if everything goes well, we could do it. Low end, probably this kind of year, where we kind of just are
Yep.
all right. We're not terrible. We're not good. We're not bad. We're just kind of meh.
Yep. You showed up. You played.
And I think middle of the road is we'll probably get a decent bowl game, like the Mayo Bowl, maybe. Like something pretty kind of just like the Pop-Tart Bowl.
Yeah.
Something just kind of like cool, but not crazy. Not like a Cotton Bowl or something like that. And then we'll probably get like third in the Big 12. Third
There
or
you
fourth.
go.
So
I like
probably a
that
little
take.
middle of the road. Middle of the road. I think next year, though, like the year after that is when we'll be pretty good.
Okay. We'll have to wait and see.
Have to wait and see. Thank you, Callie, for the question. Okay, next question. Michael. Another one from Michael.
Another one.
I have not been screenshotting these, so that's unfortunate. That's fine. Whatever. Okay. Best and worst moments of football.
I don't even know. Worst moment from football? Boot camp. My junior to senior year.
That stinks.
Our off season, we had.
Was this with D Hatch?
No,
No?
I did never had.
You never had D
as
Hatch?
a coach.
You had Roderick.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I
did
thought.
have Roderick. It was just it was what it sounds like. You wake up at 6, you go to school, you get there, you're out on the field
Stinks.
at 6:50, standing in a single file line. If you're not staring at the person's head behind you, you have to get out and do some sort of push-ups. Your team has to run. Whatever.
Getting hard
It
mentally.
kind of sucks. We were getting mentally and physically hard. Like we were just hardening our bodies to the conditions. Doesn't matter what day of the week it was.
I'm running
we went
thinking
to boot
about you.
camp. Yeah. I mean, it was we were feeling like David Goggins out there. It was rough. They always pushed us really, really hard. I threw up my fair share of times. It sucked. Would not do that again, unfortunately.
No.
Best
Never.
moment though. Or do you want to do your worst while I think of the best? 'Cause
I'll do my
nothing.
worst. Okay, my worst. I have a more vivid memory because I was only in football for a year and then COVID happened, so I didn't get to play. I only played one season of football. So for me, worst moment was after the season ended. It was off season. For some reason, this dude was so out of shape. But I wasn't, but I was. I wasn't, but I really was. So we ran, I think we would do these hills. So we would do this circuit. We would do run up the hills, run back down the hill, run up the hill, whatever, like 4 sets of that. And then we would go do rope. We'd climb the rope, and then we would do monkey bars, and then we would run a mile. And for a football workout, that's not that crazy. But for this guy, oh my nuts.
Sucked.
First week, first day of off season. I joined football middle of the year, so I skipped conditioning over the summer. So I kind of was just bullshitting my way through the season.
Yep.
And I wasn't really in shape. So we do up the hills, and I'm seeing stars. And I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm about to pass out. But at this point, I'm like, football's my life. This is my life. I got to keep this going, right?
Fair.
So I don't say anything. I power through that. We do the monkey bars, and we do the rope climbing, whatever. I'm like, fuck, I'm also about to pass out again. No water at all during this, by the way. So dude is about to die. And then we run the mile. And I get done with this mile, Luke. And there's a big, they have this big thing of water where you could spray it. It's like a sprayable. It's basically you have a hose and you could spray the water. And I just didn't pace myself with drinking the water. And I kid you not, probably for a minute and a half straight, I was just chugging this water. Just gulp, 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 pause. Gulp,
Best
gulp,
water
gulp,
you've ever
pause.
had,
It
though.
was so good. And I was like, let's fucking go. This dude's a fucking beast.
Yep.
Maybe this wasn't an offseason. Maybe this was I think this was last game of the year. And we go and we run plays. And I'm standing there. And I'm like, oh my God, my stomach is killing me. And I'm like, I'm still dizzy. I'm still breathing heavy. And I'm like, holy shit. I feel like shit. And we have turf fields. So you're not supposed to throw up on the turf. You're supposed to run on the side and throw up on the grass that's next to the turf. And I was just so afraid to go run and be like, Coach, I feel like shit. So I was just standing there. And dude, we're going through plays. And I'm just standing there and I just yak
Yacked
everywhere on my cleats, on the ground.
Ugh.
It was disgusting. And coach was like, you got to go over there. Because he thought I was going to keep yakking. And I didn't yak. And I felt fine.
Yep.
And
That's how it works.
It's a core memory in my mind. And I was like, dude, worst I've ever felt after a workout ever. And I have never felt like that after that ever again, where I had to feel like I had to throw up. But that one was pretty bad because I was just yacked on the turf.
Yep.
Best moment.
Best moment.
Also, hold on, sorry.
Oh, yeah,
another
no,
worst
you're
moment.
good.
Throwing with Luke Lundquist in the mornings was disgusting work. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea. I did not play
He offered.
I did indeed offer. I did not play any skill position at all. No wide receiver, no tight end, no nothing. I was a linebacker. So why would I think, and Luke played quarterback whenever I played with him. Why would I think catching with him was a good idea anyone want to say. Also, it was like freezing cold. So I'm standing there. Dude's throwing these balls. Whoa. These footballs were also hard as shit. Dude was throwing rockets at my hand. And they were, I thought I broke my finger like 3 or 4 times. Sucked. But I was catching them.
There you go. We've all been there. I did that once with Fred Dale. Took me to one of his coaching sessions there.
That would stink.
I think by the end of the day, this little inside of my I thought I broke my thumb. Like just the right here on the inside of it, that hurt so bad. Anyways, best memory. I loved playing tight end my senior year. Had lots of fun.
Dude was
pretty much
Brock
every
Bowers.
day. I didn't like to block. As you can tell, I'm not very physical, but I like to catch balls. Let's say that. So that was always really fun. I also liked my JV year of football, just everything about it. Because it's JV,
Oh my God.
nobody cares.
They
We
give
all
a
suck.
fuck.
And so we just had a lot of fun that year. That's probably my best memories, though. I don't know about a specific day.
Oh, man.
I really can't tell. I really don't know.
I really don't know either. I mean, okay, best moment I think for me, it's like kind of funny now because like back then it wasn't funny because it was like, damn, I suck. But looking back on it, it was kind of funny. It was like first day I came and I'm not trying to hype myself up, but like I look a little bit athletic. Like if you just like looked at me and you're like, okay, this guy's like probably has some like a little bit of athleticism in his body. Like, so everyone was like, okay, you're going to probably start over this guy named Sammy. Shout out Sammy. So they're like, you're probably going to start over him. I was like, okay, cool. I had never played organized sports since like middle school. So I was like going there and I do a drill. And the drill is like you have to like push the pads up and push it and like move it. And I go and I'm in my stance and the coach blows the whistle. And I go and I run and I hit it and I just fall. I go and I hit it and I try to like put my shoulder and I just get like trucked by the pad and I fall back on my ass. Oh man. And then I thought it was the funniest thing ever.
Oh Lord.
But
I
like
didn't know that.
But back then I thought I was like, fuck. But now
It's
looking back
so
at it, I'm like, that
embarrassing.
shit is so funny. But another one is probably just like, dude, just the bus rides to games and the bus rides. No, I got it. I remember it. There was, so basically the JV players were going to go dress up with the varsity players one game. And I was so hyped. I was like, let's go. I get to be on the sideline of the high school varsity. I was a fucking loser. But anyway, so we warm up and then this fucking thunderstorm comes and we have to leave. We have to go back to the buses. And we're sitting in the buses and it's just all of the JV people and we don't give a shit. And I forgot what were we like just,
I don't know. You were shaking the bus.
I think we were just rocking the bus and like singing.
Yeah.
And one of our coaches came in and just screamed.
Gave it to him straight.
Just screamed. You guys don't give a fuck about this program, do you? Y'all don't give a fuck about anything. And we were like,
Well,
no,
it's JV
it's
year, not
JV
really.
year.
We're
No,
just
I don't give
having
a
fun.
fuck, actually. And I think that's still the funniest thing. Because like before he screamed at us, that was just so funny. Even after, we didn't give a fuck.
Nope, never will.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have anything besides the tight end? Or is that probably up for you?
That was probably just having my coaches my senior year. Pretty much all of them were just really good, really fun. Had a
Shout
lot
out
of,
Coach Johnson. Best coach I've ever had.
Coach Johnson, Coach Thompson, Coach Reinhardt, Coach Matthews,
All of
everybody
them.
out there.
Especially Maldy.
There you go. Him too.
All right. This is coming in from Raphael. How many golf balls do you think you could fit in a Boeing 737?
So I love this question.
Good question.
Really making us think here.
Really getting us in the mind here.
You like the thing is that I've never seen a Boeing airplane
Let's look it
that
up.
doesn't have, like the different decks. Like in just the passenger cabin, I think I could give you a pretty terrible rough estimate at least. But like the whole plane, like where the bags are, I don't know how big any of that stuff is. So like the whole tube, I mean, geez, I don't even know. 10 million?
I think that's lowballing it.
I think that is lowballing it. The whole plane, you could probably go 75 million balls. The passenger cabin, I'm gonna say 10 million balls.
For me, I think it's got to be. Cause what? Like, can you throw me that yellow golf ball down there?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have a prop here, fella. For our audio listeners, I'm so sorry.
Yellow foam
Golf ball is in the hand right now. This is bigger than you think.
Yeah, I know.
I'm saying
A lot.
30 million to fill the whole plane.
The whole thing.
30 million.
Okay. How many to fill the cabin? I'm
10 million to fill the
I'm gonna
cabin.
look this up. If this is a question that I can find on the internet.
Because also it's like this definitely has had to been done. Like there's definitely a
Why would this ever have
it's not
been
it's not
done
that difficult.
ever?
You just measure the golf ball and then measure the
Oh,
the
well, yeah, that's what
plane.
I'm saying.
And then
Yeah.
it's like you kind of just can rough estimate it and kind of figure it out. I doubt there's that much.
I don't
research
even
on
remember what I said, to be honest.
You
This
said-
is a question on Reddit. Wow, this is taking us to the depths here.
Thank you, Ralph. In-depth question.
Oh, well, we're trying. We can go ahead and keep talking.
We can keep
and I'll
talking.
Just,
Okay, we'll ask another one from Ralph. Biggest down bad moment.
36 million golf balls.
Damn, what did I say? I said 30?
Something like that.
I said
don't know.
30.
We'll have to check the
I
tapes.
said 30. I'll take that.
I don't remember what I said. 75 million.
Yeah, that was a way over.
You're stupid.
I'll take 30. I'll take 30. That's not bad.
There you
Okay.
go.
We'll do biggest down bad moment. You don't have to answer this, Luke. I'll answer it. Biggest down bad moment. I'll do it with Ella since it's recent. I was out at a bar. Me and Ella had not started dating yet. I was out at a bar. She texted me and she's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm just chilling, not doing much." She was like, "Hey, could you bring me and my friends drinks?" And I was like, "Yeah, I can bring you drinks." Bro leaves the club, leaves the boys, goes and brings this girl drinks, and then goes home.
Got to do what you got to do.
Pretty down bad at the moment. I don't think she knew I was out. Even if she did, I think that's still pretty down bad for we're not dating. But we ended up dating, so it's okay.
There you go. So it's all right. It worked
It's all
out.
right. It all works out in the end, fellas. Love is real.
There you go.
Unless you're, I can't think of a person. Okay, next question here.
All right.
This is a Luke question.
For me,
Coming in from Casey. Shout out Casey.
from Casey.
How to manage a long distance relationship in college? Because her and Thomas are indeed long distance.
And for those viewers who don't know, I am also long
He is
distance.
indeed in a long distance
for
relationship.
About 3 years
Bang.
now. Bang, bang.
Hell in here.
It is really toasty, and I'm still wearing a jacket, though, but that's okay.
All right, Luke. What are your? Give us like some top 3 advice you got for the fellas out
Top 3 advice is you have to find ways and find times to talk with each other, depending on how busy the other person is. I'm not saying I'm the best boyfriend out there. I definitely have had my fair share of mishaps.
there? As
But,
all
something that
people
she
do.
likes to do is talk on the phone.
Mm.
And if you know anything about me, there's one thing that I don't like to do, and it is talk on the phone.
Not a big phone call guy.
So, that's something I've had to work on during my time in college, because you're in high school. We see each other every day anyway, so I didn't have to call her. I could text. I would be just fine right here, texting, which we do every day. But I know that she likes to call sometimes, so I have to make some time to be like, you know what, Luke, let's call her.
That's a big one, fellas.
Don't let her
Big
call
one,
you every
fellas.
time. Which that's something that I still struggle with to this day. If she's watching, she knows.
Shout
I
out
don't do the
Annika.
best
I'll send her
at-
this link right here. I'll send her this timestamp.
All right, I don't do the best at calling.
Nope.
So that's one big thing there, is find out how your person likes to communicate, and you've got to do that. No matter how much you may not or may like it, you got to find time.
Compromise.
Let's see. Number 2 is just being mentally strong and mentally tough, and not looking at other people and not dreaming, not thinking about what you could have right now.
Bar.
I think that's something that people might struggle with.
Bar.
You might be in college, you meet new friends, meet new people, you might go out to bars, and you're like, wow, I wonder if I could just,
Be a demon.
yeah. You're like, I could just end this relationship right now and just,
Go be a Sigma.
I think that's a pretty bad way to think,
I agree.
because it's short term. You're thinking about what can I get right now. You're not thinking about the long term.
Grass is never greener.
The grass is never greener. So
You always think
and
it
you
is.
will appreciate that. So I think just being mentally strong and not letting yourself
Talk
know.
yourself into things that you don't really believe.
Yeah, don't talk yourself into things you believe. You can no matter, I don't even know. But yeah,
You can let yourself go on a tangent for hours about
can.
what you really want. But
There
in
you
reality, you know what you want.
there you
Everyone
go.
knows what they really
so
want.
I think that's another big one. I think everybody knows that. Obviously, don't cheat. So I think just
Don't
being
cheat,
mentally
fellas.
strong is part of that. Let's see. Something else is you have to still be involved in their life, even when you're far away. You have to you should still care about things that are going on at home, even if it's a little thing. Not at home, with your girlfriend. If something little happens, she gets she has a good lunch. Even something small like that, or she gets to treat herself to dinner.
So inspirational.
Like, that's something that you have to
Strive for greatness.
Strive for greatness. Strive for honor. It's our Texas Tech motto.
God in heaven, I forgot about that.
There you go. So just being like wanting to be involved in her life, helping her think of what she's gonna have for dinner. I think just certain things like that, like just letting her know, or him, that you're still in this, like you still care. I mean, like, I'm not a very good speaker of like this off the top of the head, because obviously you should act like you care. I think everybody knows that.
But what he means is,
right,
in long distance, in any relationship, you can get complacent because
right,
your own mind, you're like, we're fine.
There you
fine.
go.
But your partner may be like, well, he hasn't called me, or she hasn't called me in this way. So be aware of, even though you may think that everything's fine and you may be secure and okay, your partner may not be, because they may be thinking of something else, and you don't know. So you always got to check in.
Thing.
Always got to check in. Always got to make sure. That's a big one, even in any kind of relationship. You got to just have a conversation.
Absolutely.
Okay, we got two more.
Thank you, Casey, for the question.
Thank you, Casey. We'll do two more. We'll do two of Lauren's, because she sent a lot.
Okay.
Lauren asks, what member of the TikTok Rizz party do you most admire, or what member of the TikTok Rizz party is like you share personality traits with?
I'm gonna let you start this one off, Mitchell. I know you're really big on
I
this,
really have never seen this, fellas. I don't know anything about it. I know the people. I just know like the funny, like the blue shirt, blue tie kid, and Turkish Quanda Dingle and group leader. I've never actually seen the video, so I could not tell you. But if I had to guess off of names, white shirt kid.
You're a white shirt kid, or you admire a white shirt kid?
I admire white shirt kid for how he wears his white shirt and what he does. What does he do?
Hi. He's white shirt kid, man.
Okay, and I think if I had to relate someone, it's definitely Turkish Quanda Dingle.
Oh.
Because he's like in the back, but then whenever he gets called on, he dances. I think that's true. Is that true? Is that Ken?
I don't even know. So I'm going to say that I admire Turkish Quandale Dingle because he catches the most flack. You saw him with the tongue out, for those who saw the video. You see, he looks a little goofy sometimes, but you admire the confidence that he had the confidence to step up to make those moves in front of blue tie group leader. So I think that was really big for him. And I wish that I could do that all the time.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm most like white shirt kid, because he's like kind of in the back, but like you know that he's like he still makes his presence known. He's funny. He's there. He's cool. He's cool with the group. He seems like a nice guy. So I think I'm white shirt kid for sure.
Okay. Another one coming in from Lauren. Which main character of Invincible do you relate to? So for y'all that haven't seen Invincible, It's like a TV show with Mark and Omni-Man and all that. I'll go first. Who do I relate to most? Oh, man. Probably if I had to put a name on it, probably Rexplode, I'd say. Not in that way, because he's a terrible dick. He's a terrible person. But at
comedic relief,
post arm chop off Rexplode
and headshot.
Because then he kind of like changes, and he's like, oh my god, like I was a dick for one, and then he's also just still funny though. But he also like battles with himself. He's like, God, why am I alive? Like, what am I doing?
Right there, you go.
I kind of feel that in my own life.
Deep.
Getting
deep here. What about me?
You? Amber?
No, not exactly. I don't know. I mean, I would like to say somebody like I don't know, like Mark. Somebody like Mark. Maybe like Adam Eve, because Mark is like the big nice guy. That's like the role model that everybody should follow. So I think it would be really like, I don't think anybody can be Mark, because he's making all the right decisions even when they're impossible. Well, for the most part. He's
leaving a bad thing out there and dating Amber.
Right. I think I'd be Adam Eve, because she still is, striving for greatness. She's still trying to be. She's trying to be like Mark too. Like, she's trying to be the best that she can be for the people around her. And sometimes I may be a little selfish, but I like to think that I think about the people around me.
Yeah,
so
that's good.
I'm gonna say Adam Eve.
Okay. Those are all the questions we got from the fellas.
Thank you to everybody who submitted questions.
I will leave timestamps in the bottom for everyone if they want to see their questions.
And if you guys have more questions, leave them on the
Shoot them at us. You got my info. Okay.
You do.
We're gonna end the segment off here. This is my personal demon seed, so this is not Luke's doing.
Okay.
If y'all are on TikTok, you've probably seen not on TikTok. Okay. Best Mount Rushmore of pause moments in like sports commentary history.
What that is.
So pause moments is like, if I said, Luke, like, you got a lot of stamina.
Like when I said that thing about Drake being big.
Drake being big, it's like kind of like, whoa.
Like,
what do you mean by that? Like,
hello.
Like, what do you mean? I think everyone that's watching
little
this
double
knows what a pause moment
I
is.
think probably.
So I'm going to go first. I got my Mount Rushmore here. In no particular order. Number 1, when a guy's begging you, by Charles Barkley, when a guy's begging you and you feel his body, that's just up there because it's just like, man, when a guy's banging you, that's all you need to hear.
Okay.
That's 1. 2 is definitely... I don't want. I'm tired of having a taste of him. I want the whole load from Paul Pierce. I mean, just the fact that he said that on national television. Like, what do you mean? You want the whole load? That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. And then another one. I just busted right inside him, and he can't extend on me anymore.
There you go.
And I'm overwhelmed by my girth and tonnage. Like Skip Bayless is one of the people that, like, that is a like.
Effortless.
Saying
almost.
saying a guy's banging you is kind of like, whoa. But it's like you can kind of mistake that because if you're talking about posts and stuff. But if you say, I just busted right inside of him, he can't extend on me anymore, and he's overwhelmed by my girth and tonnage, that's
That's
an
a little
insane
like
quote.
you had to have written that out before.
You had to have thought and be like, huh.
What's the weirdest thing I can say today?
Oh, and then then 4th is controversial, but it's if this brother had a few more inches. Don't get me salivating on a few more inches. Stephen A. Smith has a lot of pause moments, but just a few more inches obviously is kind of self-explanatory. And then salivating over those said inches on national television,
wow,
banger.
Pause.
But I think my number 1 is probably when a guy's banging you,
There you
just
go.
because he has no idea. Charles Barkley's just had no idea. Luke?
That's true. Okay, so my Mount Rushmore, also in no particular order. I think I've got to throw the Skip Bayless one back out there.
It's so good. It's so good.
Overwhelmed by my girth and tonnage. What does that even mean? Like, there's no way that you thought that would sound good or sound like what you wanted to. So that's gonna be that's gonna be the first one out there because that's just obvious. Wow. My second one, probably coming from David Goggins.
No,
exactly.
that one's
I don't
good.
exactly remember what he says.
It was. I'm out here running, thinking about you, getting hard.
Yeah.
That's great.
He's running beside a car. He says, "I'm out here running, thinking about you, and I'm getting hard." He means like mentally hard. He's thinking of hard guys, so not like strong guys. Just the whole way that he said that while he's running and out of breath. I mean, pause.
Another one I have
David.
before you keep going is he's like around these alpha men.
Yeah,
bunch
that's
of
right. He
hard
thinks
men.
about these alpha men.
Bunch
He
of
tries to get
hard
the
men.
He tries to get the hardest men around him. David Goggins, what are we doing? I mean, if that's what it takes to be great, then count me out.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Well,
2.
Okay, wait. Sorry. That was my second one. My third one, I had I think, don't come at me in the comments if I'm wrong. I think this is talking about Marvin Harrison, receiver for the Colts, right?
Yes.
And he just has this ability to. He's a wide receiver, by the way.
Sucking the balls? Sucking these balls?
Yep. He's got good hands. He can make any catch. And the announcer says he's just he's really got a great ability to suck in these balls.
Not the best
And
wordage.
I said, what? All right. I mean, if that's Marvin,
If that's what it takes to be
Marvin
great,
Harrison,
count me out again.
There you go. Oh man, a last one. I'm trying to think. I mean, Doris Burke,
Oh.
a recent addition to the NBA announcing squadron.
You want me to quote it?
If you can quote it, you go ahead.
It goes something like, Giannis is going to come from behind. It's not when you come, but it's also about how hard you come.
How hard you come. Doris, what are we doing? I thought that we were better than this. That was like a recent clip.
Recent.
Because she's been like just recently broadcasting, right?
Yeah.
The last 3 or 4 years probably.
So that had to have been recent.
Like Doris, you got to know what's going on. You've been around the league for years and you're going to say that? So,
Coming.
I don't know. I just thought I thought there was maybe a little bit better phrasing for that one. So that's probably going to be my top 4 pause moments.
Well, that's our Mount Rushmore. That's our podcast, fellas. I think this is one of the best ones we got so far. Pretty funny. Pretty good.
There you go. Pretty lighthearted.
If
Thank
you're
you guys.
still here, comment.
I'm still here.
This is not a drill.
Wow.
Comment. This is not a drill. If you're still here. And fellas, if you have anything else you want to ask us, you got my socials, you got my number, you got the comment section. Leave a like, share. If you're listening on Spotify, give us 5 stars. And as always, Sigma's out. All right, fellas. Thank you.
If you wanted to see what I was squeezing today, I got a little turtle right here, and it lights up.
Thank you, fellas.